Hi, everyone. This is Pastor Philip, and this week we're talking about giving in our Tuesday devotional. Pastor David did a wonderful job of discussing with us what it means to be a giver. I wonder what it means to be a giver and not a taker in my own life. Jesus called us to say, the first should be last and the last should be first. But in those moments, we all want to think that we're givers, but when push comes to shove, sometimes we want to hold on, we want to take, we want to keep, we want to save, we want to make sure that we have what we need before we give of what we have. But being a giver means giving not out of the excess of what we have, but being a giver means we give of the resources that we have when God calls us to give. I remember we were in the middle of the pandemic, and like many, we were struggling. My wife and I had built a ministry before the pandemic, and it crashed and burned because of the cancellations because of the pandemic. We were in a tough spot, wondering where finances would come from. But amazingly, food was on the table and things were happening. But there were many times where my wife would come to me and say, hey, I think we need to give to this person, or I feel like God is calling us to give to this ministry or this church. And honestly, carnally, I would feel scared. I would be like, oh, I don't know, maybe we need to pull back. Maybe we need to make sure that we keep that money in the bank. I don't know what else is going to happen. But when I would understand what she was saying, and when I would submit and realize that she was just being obedient to what she felt like God was calling her to do, things were better. It's better when we submit to say, okay, God, whatever you have me to give, I will give, no matter what. It's humbling. It's beautiful. It changes the way we see the world, and it reminds us that even the money that we have in the bank is not really ours. It's just on loan. And that's a struggle. And it's a struggle for you and a struggle for me. I'm not going to tell you how you should spend the money in your bank account. I'm not going to tell you how you should give and how you should do this, how you should do that. But I will tell you that joy comes with giving away instead of holding on. And so I encourage you to give of what you have to the work of the church, to the ministries that are being changed through the work of First United Methodist and beyond. And let's see what we can do here in this community and around the world through what God is calling us to do when we are honestly open to what He has for us.